Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley if this is your first time here, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. We are just going to do a quick little book haul. I don't have a lot of time, but I figured now is a great time to let you know the books that I have recently acquired. I am supposed to be on a book buying ban, and let's just be honest, life be lifing, and a great little way to treat myself is with a new book, and that's what I have done. So let's just get right into the books that I have recently acquired. These next two purchases should be not a surprise at all, because I'm absolutely obsessed with the Magnolia Parks universe. I have recently finished Daisy Hate's book and I loved it. It was everything that I expected. I already had the next book in the series, Magnolia Parks, The Long Way Home, but I knew this was one that I was going to want to own and collect them all. And so I did purchase the next two books, and that is Daisy Hate's The Great Undoing, which is book 4, and then Magnolia Parks, Into the Dark. I do not know how long Jessa continues to write in this universe. I know that as of right now, it says there's going to be 2 more Daisy Hate's books after this one, but I'm very curious at how this ends. Is this the ending to Magnolia and BJ's story? What are we getting at? But this is a series that I'm like actively reading, and I would really like to, I would say by the end of the year, at least get through like the next 2 books. That's what I'm giving myself. The next book I got is Midnight Ruin by Katee Roberts. This is part of her Dark Olympus series. This is a series that I have completely loved every book that I've read. I am 3 books in. I know this is set to be like a 10 or 11 book series, and actually, real-time update, I actually got this one too. So what happened was this was the new release that came out in August, I believe, and I purchased this and then realized that I did not have Midnight Ruin, which is the book that comes before Dark Restraint, and so I had to go back and purchase it. So these are actually 2 new books that I got in the Dark Olympus series. But what I was saying is I have read up to book 3, which I believe is Wicked Beauty. Correct. So these are books 6 and 7. I already have 4 and 5 that I need to get to. And I think I said this in a previous video that my goal for 2025 is to wrap up the series that I'm actively in. So, I mean, in order to do that, I have to own them, right? This is me justifying my purchases. The next book I got, I have no other explanation for purchasing it, only than that it is a very beautiful book and I could not pass it up. And that is The Coven by Harper L. Woods. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I have no idea what's going on in this book, but like the cover, the sprayed edges, I mean, what more can a girl ask for, okay? There's nothing spectacular on Under the Dust Jacket, unfortunately. But what I do know, and we're just going to add this to another new release that'll be coming that I will need to purchase so that my series matches, is that the next book comes out next month. And we're probably going to buy it. I'm not gonna lie to you. We are probably gonna buy it. The next book I want to talk about is Apprentice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. This is book 2, to Assistant to the Villain. This just came out in August. I'm happy to have it. I enjoyed book 1 for what it was, and I am excited to read book 2. And yeah, this is actually on my readathon for September, so I could have already read this by the time this video comes out, but I am excited to continue to see how Evie's storyline progresses and how she grows as a main character. This next book that I bought it because at a Polycon somebody gave me book 2, and obviously I can't read book 2 without reading book 1, and that is Forged by Magic, and it's by Jenna Wolfhart. Very interesting. Have no idea what these books are about. Again, this was a purchase because I had book 2, and obviously I needed to read book 1. So here we are. The next book that I purchased is Collide. You know that hockey romance is my thing, so I don't really need any other excuse or reason to buy a hockey book other than it is a hockey romance book. I have plans to do a like sports or hockey read-in vlog. We shall see how that works out for me, but yeah, this could be featured in that. The next book I am going to talk about is Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher, and this is book 2 in the Lakefront Billionaires. Now I do have book 1 right there above me. Have not read it yet, but I'm a fan of Lauren Asher's writing. I know these are thick. By the end of it, like, I feel like I've lived a life with the characters, but I've also felt like, girl, this book could have been like 150 pages less than what it is, but I always have a good time. I have been told that this book is emotional damage. And yeah, as long as it's not the same type of emotional damage that we saw in The Final Offer, then I can live with that. The Final Offer was rough on my mental state. Like, I literally had to keep putting that book down. So yeah, we shall see. Love Unwritten. 2 books left. The next book is Delicious Monsters. I do believe this is a horror and it is a YA, so maybe the weenie in me can handle it. But I am excited. This is another book that is on one of the readathons I'm participating in the fall, so this should be getting read very soon. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for you all to know what I think about it. Y'all, I lied when I said I had 2 more books. I actually have 3 because I discovered another book on my shelves that I did not pull. So the next book I want to talk about is House of Glass, and this is the last book of the month book that I purchased before I canceled my book of the month subscription. It is the thriller choice. I don't rightly remember what this book was about, and it'll probably stay that way until I read her. And now, the last book that I got is Born of Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the most recent release in the From Blood and Ash universe. I want to say that this is the last book in the prequel series. And yeah, she's thick. I mean, like, she's not only thick, I was gonna say the font is little too. It's not as little as I thought it was gonna be, but this is the book that Jennifer was talking about in my Polycon vlog, and I was telling you was like some crazy word count where they had to like call the printer and ask if they had a spine big enough for this book. So I am excited to get to this. In my last video, I mentioned that I am restarting my From Blood and Ash reading journey. I have read like the first 4 books in that series, and then the first book in the prequel novella series. I mean, the prequel series. But Kathleen and I are taking the journey together. So I was very excited to get this book in the mail. That is the last book that I had to show for this book haul. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me a sword emoji for Born of Blood and Ash. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do so that you don't miss any of my future uploads. And if you like the content that I'm providing, make sure you share so that your friends, families, followers, subscribers can find my channel as well. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Bye.